On this particular video, I would like to show you how to process the customer transaction in order for you to make a proper price adjustment. This is useful especially if you are giving away a discount to a particular customer, or you would like to give away products with specific discounts. So in order for us to do that, we need to book the customer's order first at the front end, and secondly process it at the back end. On this particular order, I would like to cover three specific scenarios. One is giving away 30% discount on ADF pickup roller. Second is giving away buy one take one on ADF separation rubber. And the third is adding shipping charges made from this transaction, just in case we are not delivering the order to a customer's location and we need to charge him specific shipping charges. So we just go ahead and adjust the item quantity. First, we put ADF pickup roller as quantity is 4. Second is ADF separation rubber, quantity is 2, to simulate the buy one take one scenario. Let's go ahead and proceed to check out. So in order for us to process it at the back end, we need the customer shop manager account and we need to log in to the system. At this stage, we are presented with this screen. So I will briefly explain how it works. Billing details is the person that placed the order, and ship it to different address is the person that we intend to ship our orders. Since this one is being processed internally, it may mean that the different address refers to your particular customer. Since this form is also being used directly on the e-commerce website, this option may be useful for a customer if he would like to ship the transaction to a different shipping address. For example, if the customer has an office in Quezon City but has a business address somewhere in Makati, then he can opt to deliver the items to Makati instead of his office in Quezon City. So let's go ahead and fill up the customer details. Once we are done putting the order notes, we can go ahead and select the mode of payment. for this transaction, we selected cash and placed the order. Next step is to process this transaction at the back end. So we take note of the order, especially the order ID, that is 1819. We can also print this transaction so that we can have a record of this order before we process the transaction at the back end. That is optional because you can do it later. So let's go ahead and process this transaction at the back end by logging into the dashboard. Go to the WooCommerce and go to the Orders tab. Now we can see here the transaction ID, which is 1819. Just go ahead and click that one so that we can proceed to editing the orders. So at this stage, we'd like to put in the discounts for the products that the customer order. So let's do that. First, it's 880 at 30% discount. So we have to compute 880 times 0.3, 264. That is, the discounted price is 616. So we edit that, put in the discounted price, put in the adjustment that we make, second is we want to give it as buy one take one, so we put in the discounted price, which is 200, and add the description. Then we would like to add the shipping cost, which is, let's assume it's 100 pesos for local delivery, and save the transaction. So let's go ahead and calculate the total. So as you can see here, the total that is presented to us is 1,380. Since this is showing a wrong total, we need to find out why. So on this transaction, we have 880 plus 400, which is 1,280, and 100 for the shipping charges. So it shows 1,380 on the original pricing. So in order for us to show the discounted price, we need to make an adjustment and add an item to that, so we can calculate the correct discount. So we add a fee transaction, put in total discount, and the amount of total discount is 464, so we put it as minus and save the order. Now we compute again for the total transaction. Let's see what will happen. Now it's showing the correct order total, which is 916 from our discounted price. So we compute that again. 616 for 30% discount plus 200 on the buy one take one, and plus 100 as the shipping charges. So the total is 916, which is now correct. So what we want to do now is either we print a receipt or print an invoice of this transaction so that we can have a record. So we can do that by clicking on the print invoice, and if you have Adobe Acrobat Reader, you can save the record directly of the transaction before saving it. Or you can also email it to a customer or just to you, because you are the one processing the order, by selecting the actions here, processing order or new order, or if you want to send invoice, it's customer invoice. So at this stage, we would like to save the order and send customer invoice for our own record. So we save the order. It shows order updated, so it means it is recorded in the system, including the changes that we have made. And we would like to send the invoice to the customer. So just select customer invoice and save order again. Then the invoice will be emailed to you with the corresponding transaction changes. That's how you do the proper transaction adjustment. Let's go ahead and log out to the system.